So you are with the committee to unleash
Yeah,
prosperity. And I
yeah.
feel like there's a bit of an unleashing going on here. I'm getting
Mm.
unleashing energy from President Trump right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this was a good GDP revision at this point, 3.3%. And the interesting thing about it is when you look at the GDP, you don't many people don't know this, but we count government purchases as a part of the GDP. So a lot of the GDP growth under Biden was that we were purchasing so much, the government was purchasing stuff, it would make those numbers higher. But of course, we know that when government grows, that's bad for everybody else. This is the first time in 3 years we've seen consecutive quarters of negative government purchases, and yet we still saw consumer spending, consumer purchases high, which meant that's what drove the number higher. So this is a good sign for the economy, and it matches up with what we're talking about with real median household incomes up $1,000 already this year under Trump compared to a loss of 4,000 under Biden. It's good news.
Up 1,000, and that's just, like, the beginning of the year. We've just gotten started. Well, by the
That's
end of the
right.
year, it might be up even more than that, and then if you continue at this pace, we could be up. Median household income could be up. We saw this jump in the first Trump administration. It was one of my favorite quotes when I was doing media for Trump victory, was that the largest increase in the median household income for a family of 4 that happened to be Black in the history of tracking that metric happened under President Trump's first term.
Yes.
And there was also a huge jump for all participants. So all working families saw a jump, but the biggest percentage increase was for Black Americans, which was kind of tough for me to consume since he was supposed to be the most racist president we'd ever had. But somehow he still managed to get that going. And I expect the same this term as well.
Well, look, we don't talk about it a whole lot. We mention it in passing, but we did a study a couple of years ago, quantifying how much of the regulatory burden the average American family has to shoulder under Biden's regulatory policies. All those regulate the EV mandates, all the green energy stuff, everything like that, was costing the average American family $50,000 over 10 years. I mean, that is an incredible burden that when Trump came in this last time and started lifting those things, it's not a surprise that people's average, real median household income is up because we're unleashing ourselves from all the regulations. It's an incredible achievement.
It is, and so with President Trump, he's like a buzzsaw. He gets as much done as quickly as possible. That was his first term. This time, he knows he's on the clock. He's got the sands of time, literally dripping down in front of him. And so he's moving even faster. Also, because the midterms could be volatile, could be negative for the GOP, although honestly, I can't see how. But, Democrats are usually able to pull more than a rabbit, they can pull a whole government program out of a hat.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.